For many Indian students, studying abroad is just like dream, filled with hopes of high-quality education, great job opportunity and a comfortable lifestyle. Australia, being one of the top destinations, attracts thousands of students every single year. However, a recent viral Reddit post by an Indian student studying in Sydney has sparked immense debate, revealing the harsh realities that many international students are facing over there. A third-year Indian IT student in Sydney wrote about challenges of studying in Australia, painting a picture that is far from the rosy expectations of many students who have before leaving India. The biggest concern? Extremely high living cost, outdated academic system and difficulty in finding a job. With that, there is also a social environment that is very unwelcoming. One of the first shocks for Indian students in Australia is the cost of living. Rent, groceries, transportation, everything is very expensive. A single room in Sydney can cost anywhere between 300 to 600 Australian dollars per week. On the top of that, food, bills and transportation cost quickly adds up, making life extremely stressful, specifically when students can only work part-time due to visa restrictions. Many students take up survival jobs like working in grocery stores, cleaning or food delivery to make ends meet. The irony? Despite earning in dollars, many feel that they are constantly struggling to save any money, let alone send anything back home. Many Indian students expect world-class education when they move abroad, right? But sometimes the reality is underwhelming. The student in the Reddit post described lectures as dull, with professors merely reading from the slides. Let me quote what exactly the person said. It feels like an expensive YouTube tutorial. Well, the student clearly showed his frustration. Now, for an international student paying over 30,000 to 50,000 Australian dollars per year in tuition fee, well, this can be really disheartening. As compared to India, where coaching institution and private mentors focuses on practical learning, some students feel that they could have learned better in the coding boot camp in India at a fraction of cost. Let's talk about job hunting now. While Australia has a growing tech industry, finding a good job is not as easy as you expected. Many job listings requires local job work experience or permanent residency, which puts more pressure on international students because they are at disadvantage. Without proper industry connection or internship, students often end up working in odd jobs like retail stores, cafes, warehouses, far from tech jobs that they ever dreamt of. The situation leads many to question whether the investment in an Australian degree is worth it or not. Unlike Canada or the United States, where post-study work permits make it easier for international students to stay and find work, Australia's strict immigration policies adds another layer of uncertainty. Social life in Australia can also be very tough. Although Australians are really polite, many students feel that their interaction with locals are very superficial. One student said, "I feel tolerated, not included," explaining how difficult it is to make genuine friends with Australians who usually stick to their own social circles. Even within the large Indian student community, it's not always easy to form deep friendship. The loneliness, coupled with homesickness, can make the experience mentally really exhausting. The students also mentioned experiencing subtle racism. While Australia is diverse and many Indians have found success over there, some students still face discrimination in their daily life. Culturally, the dating scene is also a challenge. Indian students who come from a background of arranged marriage and a family connection often struggle with the Western concept of dating. As the student put it, Australian women are indifferent, confident, and social skills matter more than anything else. Well, despite the struggle, many Indian students still succeed in Australia. However, the viral Reddit post serves as a wake-up call for those who believe that simply moving abroad guarantees success. It highlights the importance of researching, preparing for financial burden, and setting realistic expectations before making the big move. For some, studying in Australia is a stepping stone to better opportunity. For others, it is an expensive lesson in the importance of careful planning. As the student jokingly concluded, maybe I should have just joined a coding boot camp in India and married my neighbor's daughter instead. In the end, Australia remains a land of opportunity, but not without challenges. Indian students planning to study over there should consider the high cost, job market realities, and social challenges before making their decision. Studying abroad is not just about earning a foreign degree, it's about adapting, surviving, and making the most what's available.